What's up? Just trying to get everything set up, man. All right. I kind of got a little better setup than I did at first. I gotta make sure my mic is where it should be. Everything's everything. All right, man. Make sure everything is everything. You know what I mean? Straight sports talk. Your boy A. Smith. Finally, finally said, you know what? We're gonna do this podcast thing, man. Finally said it. Finally decided that we was gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Finally said it. Finally decided that we was gonna do that. Oh, it's up, it's up, it's up, it's up. Hold up, I gotta get my setup right. I got baby cribs and shit in the background. I got baby cribs in the background. I gotta fix my mic though. Gotta fix my mic though. You know what I mean? Hold up, no, I don't know about that. I don't know how that looks. I need a better setup. That's first things first. I definitely need a better setup. I got flies and shit up in here. Make sure the camera, everything good. Make sure everything, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all just might have to bear with me for a little bit. Hey, feel free if you got the number. I'm gonna post the number in the chat. I'm gonna post the number. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm gonna post the number. Feel free to call in. I gotta put it on the screen. How I put it on the screen? Hold on, give me a second. It'd be better if I do this shit on like a camera or something. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. There we go. I think that's better. You know what I'm saying? I think that's better right there. All right. This is my first time going live with this channel. Straight Sports Talk Radio. Well, podcast. You feel me? I'm gonna go ahead and share the stream. Feel free to share the stream. You feel me? Hold up. How come the band ain't switched to the call in shit? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to make it like stay up there. Trying to make it stay. So it can stay up there, but you can call in to the number on the screen right there. Y'all go ahead and call in. You feel me? Go ahead and call in. Feel free. And we can talk about a few things, man. This ain't just straight sports talk anyway. This is just talk period. We talking about everything. We can talk about everything, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and share the stream with a few people. You know what I'm saying? Try to get some people on here. You know what I mean? Try to get some people to enter the stream and stuff. Make call in. Feel me? Maybe we can get some guests from now and then. But being as though this is being as though this being as though this is the first episode, I actually got something upload now. A video upload now about, you know, a little recap on the game. You know what I'm saying? A little recap on the game or whatever. Um, I'm trying to get some people to call in, maybe get some opinions. We could talk about some things, have some guests on here. But I just want to talk about the game a little bit. Again, you feel me? If you ain't seen my video, I had a few people call in. You ain't see the video, you know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to get the camera and everything right. This is an unofficial setup right here. This is officially unofficial setup right here. But yeah, talk about the game, man. I want to talk about this NFL ticket real quick because I spent because I'm out of the market. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the West Coast, so it's real hard for me to get access to any Ravens games. I do find ways to watch them games. If you know, you know. I ain't gonna go too deep into that, but um, but it's not that consistent. Sometimes it get cut off or whatever. So I went in there and just put my money where my mouth at and went and bought that NFL ticket. You know what I'm saying? You can buy the NFL ticket for out of market. If you're out of market, want to watch your team, you can watch the team. The only games that don't play is primetime games and games that are in market. Like for instance, I'm in the Bay Area. I can't watch San Francisco games on here or Raiders games. You know what I'm saying? But however, I don't want to watch them games anyway, to be honest. I just want to watch my Ravens. I was able to watch the Ravens today without going too deep into the game. Like I said, I already got a video going into the game. I just want to talk about how good it feels for football to be back. Football is back, man. It's officially back. You know what I'm saying? It feels good. If you're a Baltimore sports fan, it feels super good because even though the Orioles lost today, I think the game's still in the rain delay. Last time I checked, it was in the rain delay. I think it was the eighth inning. Um, but they was losing 7-3. But that's coming off of a 6 game or 7 game win streak. Orioles won 90 games for the first time in like I want to say 10 years or something almost. And they look really good. It's not nothing fluke about them, man. They smashed the Red Sox last game. They smashed them the game before that. Even though the Red Sox made a little push, I got a little spooky. We was able to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Orioles is a great team. We missing definitely. I don't know what's going on with Felix Batista. But getting Jorge Lopez back was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Getting him back. Webb has been brilliant for us. I like D.O. Hall, and people forget John Means. John Means is still in play now. He might come around at the right moment. You know what I'm saying? He might come at the right time and provide some another arm in that bullpen. But Orioles is looking good. This is sports talk in general, so I ain't want to make it all about the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it just feel good to be a Baltimore sports fan. You know what I mean? Um, but just talking about football games all throughout the like I got 3 games on the screen right now. It's the Chargers Miami, which looks like a real competitive game. That Chargers Miami game. I think the score they tied up, if I see it correct, 30 Miami, 31 Chargers, fourth quarter, 7 minutes left. That's a real competitive game. Right now, the Packers are kind of blowing the Bears out the water, 38-14, and Philly is up 25-14 on New England. Yeah, the most competitive game I've seen so far was is from what I've seen so far probably was the Chargers in the Miami game. They look real competitive. That looked like probably the best game as far as back and forth that I've seen. Of course I ain't see every game, but right now they look the most competitive. I want to talk about these rookie quarterbacks for a minute. Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, and C.J. Stroud. I got a firsthand look at C.J. Stroud as he went against us today. Bryce Young, I seen some highlights. Wasn't able to watch him like directly, and I seen some highlights on Anthony Richardson. I want to get a stat line out so I can kind of so I can judge him properly. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna start with C.J. Stroud since I seen him actually play. And I want to say, man, he looked pretty decent against us, man. Like, you could tell he was kind of nervous. You could tell he was nervous and early on, he was scared of the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you could tell that they kind of he wasn't able to get comfortable in the beginning. I mean, a lot of that is our defense was able to kind of pressure him, force him to throw a lot of passes incomplete in the beginning. But I definitely seen him get comfortable, and he was able to have a productive game. He finished 28 for 44 for 242 yards. He was able to especially in the second half, complete some passes, man, and move the ball down the field for him. Of course, they didn't score, which I credit to our defense, but he looked pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? He looked pretty solid. Especially once he got comfortable, was able to make some plays with his legs, and looked pretty good. Let's talk about the Panthers. Let's talk about Bryce Hall. I ain't see this game. I ain't see Bryce Hall play, but he's the number one pick. I did see some highlights. Um, Bryce Young. I keep calling him Bryce Hall. Bryce Young. He finished 20 for 38, which is that's just a little bit over 50%. 146, 146 yards, one TD, and two interceptions. Now it looked like he had a rough game, against that Falcons defense. I would like to see some highlights directly. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you reading the stat line opposed to actually watching the game. It's a lot that go on. A stat line can be deceptive. You know what I'm saying? But if you just looking purely off the stat line, I would kind of I definitely would take CJ Stroud day over Bryce Young day, because outside of the strip fumble, CJ Stroud ain't really make no bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about Anthony Richardson for a second. Um Anthony Richardson, he finished 24 for 37, 223 yards, one TD passing, and one interception. He also had 10 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Very competitive, man. Good for them quarterbacks, man. Right now it's too early to say who's better and stuff like that. I don't want to get into that, but I definitely think that they lived up to the hype as far as the first game go. It looked like New England just scored to bring they're going for a 2-point conversion. There's 3 minutes left. They get this, it'll be 25-22. But yeah, I like what the young QBs did, man. Especially Anthony Richardson. I'm happy that he had a game like that. He was able to complete some passes. He threw the ball a lot. That's one thing I didn't expect was for them to throw the ball that much. CJ Stroud threw the ball 44 times. You know what I'm saying? I think we just said Anthony Richardson threw the ball 30 something times. Bryce Young threw the ball 38 times. So they throw the ball a lot. They threw the ball a lot. You know, I think if the Texans was able to run the ball against us like a little more efficiently, then he wouldn't have threw the ball so much. And especially when you down, you just trying to catch up. You're gonna throw more than run it. But yeah, I like what I seen out the rookie QBs. I'm excited to see more from them. Let's talk about Let's talk about our rookie though. Let's talk about Zay Flowers for a second, man. Zay Flowers, man, he was the star of the offense in my opinion. He's definitely the star. I give him the star of the game. I'm every week I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a star. I'm gonna do star on offense and a star on defense. I'm gonna pick one player that was the star, and the offensive star was definitely Zay Flowers, man. He had 9 catches, 78 yards. He had that big 21-yard catch. A lot of it was bubble screens and short passes, which I kind of figured that they would use him in that sense. He also had a few like reverses. He didn't really break like turn nothing to big yards or nothing, but you can see they definitely trying to use Zay Flowers as a weapon. I like Zay. He's my offensive star. My defensive star, though, I might have to split it. You know what I'm saying? Because they moved as a unit. I would say our linebackers, Patrick Queen and Roquan, they was all over the place, man. They was definitely any kind of run that the Texans had, any kind of rushing attack that they had was nullified. If it managed to get past our front defensive line and managed to get into the second level, you know, Queen and Roquan was stopping that early, man. They was putting a stop to it. You know, one thing I love about Roquan is, man, he grab you. If he tackle you, you going down. It ain't no breaking his tackle. That man strong. You know what I'm saying? Pause, but he definitely like he a short tackler, and I'm just happy we got him. I'm happy that him and Queen, he seemed to bring the best out of Patrick Queen. You know, he bring the best out of Pat Queen, and you know, yeah, man, I'm just happy that football back. Let's talk about this for a second. They flashed it across the screen, man. J.K. Dobbins, man, he torn his Achilles, man. He out for the season. That's unfortunate, man. Like that's unfortunate because we knew he was primed for a big year, man, and for him to get hurt like that and miss another year, yo, it's now starting to. You might have to start considering your career because it ain't too many times you could come away from injuries like that. That's a serious injury, man. You talking about your Achilles, man? Like um, all these lower body injuries, man, and you're a running back. you know, Hopefully he can bounce back. And it's bigger than just how it affects him and affects us as a team and affects us affects him as a player. This is about how it affects him as a man and as a human being. I just feel bad for that man. Just like, you know, man, like um, hopefully he can get it together and salvage any kind of just get healthy, JK, man. We sending prayers for you, man. Just get healthy. You know, just rest up, man. And mentally, I know that what it can do mentally, you know what I'm saying, to your psyche and to your mental space. So, wishing the best for JK, you know. Um, I'm gonna be looking back and forth. It look like the Chargers is up 30 to 34. The Dolphins got the ball. It look like they driving right now. The AFC might be competitive, man. The AFC look very competitive. Lucky for us, the AFC North didn't look that good. AFC North looked like trash. But the AFC gonna be competitive. But everybody knew that though. Everybody knew the AFC was gonna be competitive. You know what I'm saying? You talking about the Jets and you know what I'm saying, the Chargers, the Miami, the AFC East. I'm excited to see this game. The Bills and the Jets though. I think they play tomorrow, but I'm excited to see them. You know, hold up. I think something happened. I can't really tell. Hold on. It looked like the Dolphins fumbled. Oh man, I don't know. That game, that's probably the best game so far. Chargers in Miami probably been the best, most competitive back and forth. Both teams look, like good. But let's talk about the AFC North for a second. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Bengals, man. The Bengals lost to the Browns. After all that trash talk, you see the trash talk. Um, Jamal Chase, you know what I'm saying, pretty much insulting Cleveland as a team and everything. And Cleveland is Cleveland and all that. And Cleveland came out with the win, man. The Leprechauns or the Elves or whatever you want to call them, man. They came out with the win right now. They had number one in the division. They want to know in the division, you know what I'm saying? We play the Bengals next. We know that's going to be a tough game. I mean, it's always a tough game when we playing divisional rivals. And for real, um, if we don't tighten it up, if we don't tighten it up and play more in rhythm, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough until we able to do that. You know what I mean? Because that's what I seen today. I seen us not being able to get in rhythm. If I seen glimpses of it, especially coming out in that second half, like I said, I ain't gonna go too deep into the game because we already kind of talked about it in my video that I posted on this channel. If you watching this, please like to subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, man, we going into Cincinnati. It's always a danger. It's always dangerous playing them in Cincinnati. But here's the thing: I feel like even outside of how they played today and how we played today, I'm never afraid to go anywhere and play them. I'm never afraid. I like our chances going anywhere. Uh, if you want to base it off of last year in the playoffs, even last year in the playoffs, man, we was able to go out there to Cincinnati and and you know, have a very competitive game. You know, that game could have went our way if it wasn't for one, fumble recovery for a touchdown. But that's neither here nor there. All I'm saying is I believe in our ability to go in Cincinnati and beat them. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's fair to think that they ain't gonna finish 0-2. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's fair to think that. But it's definitely gonna be a competitive game. They're looking to get back in rhythm offensively, and so are we. Luckily, even through our struggling to find our rhythm, we was able to get the dub. You know what I mean? You got to do that against teams that you're better than. Get the dub. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, regardless on how you do it, that's what's important. Getting that W. You feel me? And now I'm just happy we got the dub. But looking further down in our schedule, the best team so far, the best team that I've seen so far is probably the 49ers. But this is all the beginning, man. This is all of the like this is early. It's the first game. Isn't this is the time where everybody overreact. You know what I'm saying? You overreact to everything, underreact to everything. Um, but if I'm looking at our schedule and I'm seeing we got Bengals, then Colts, then Browns. You know, in my fantasy league right now, and a side note, fantasy wise, I think I'm winning right now. But we got after that Steelers game, we play the Bengals, Colts, Browns, Steelers. Then we play the Titans, Lions. Lions, listen, let me tell you something. And it's not even just because they beat the Chiefs. I really feel like the Lions will be the team to come out of the NFC and shock a lot of people. I think they're going to take the NFC North. I think they're going to be number one in their division, and I think they're going to be like good, like not fluky good. I think they're going to. I think they better than the Packers. I think they better than the Bears. I think they better than the Vikings. Even though the Vikings last year had a great year, I looked up something that said they won a lot of their games like last minute one score. Games like that can go either one way or another. I mean, the Vikings probably the second best team, but I just think the Lions. I like their personality as a team. I like their energy as a team. I really like it. Make me believe. I like their coach. I love their head coach. Give me a second. I'm gonna plug this up real quick. And this was my predictions before before the Lions actually beat the Chiefs. And I was saying that they was gonna be my team out the NFC. Now I don't know how far they go because the NFC. Oh, let me plug this up real quick. The NFC. You got them 49ers, man. And let me just say this. For them to go in Pittsburgh, right, and manhandle Pittsburgh like they did, says a lot about their team. I mean, Brock Purdy played a almost perfect game. You know what I'm saying? Like to do that, to be able to do that, to have that under your belt, that's big. Like, pause, that's big to be able to go to Pittsburgh and beat them like that. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, we in the same division. I see them dudes a lot. So it's definitely impressive. But and we played them this year too. That was the one game I said we lose. My predictions for the Ravens. My predictions was the Ravens. I wish I could have got this on camera before this game, but it's better late than never. My predictions was I said we were going to be 10-7, 11-6 at the best, maybe. Best maybe 12-5, but 11-6 leaning towards 10-7. I think we make the playoffs. I think we get there, and I think once we get to the playoffs, we kind of ramp it up. Now, as far as getting there, I don't like to predict like Super Bowls and all that, but I do think we're gonna be one of those teams that's like underratedly good. Like we have a solid season where we really good, but we are kind of overlooked by teams that may be performing super good. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just say for example, let's say the Jets are like 13 and you know what I mean? And they just look like the bomb team. But meanwhile, you got a dark horse team that just low key just been been solid and good all across the board. I think that's how we're gonna be low key dark horse, and I like that. I like that position for us. I always like it when we like that, when we the low key team, the dark horse. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that bring the best out of us. Soon as they start hopping on our jocks is when we start slipping up. You know what I'm saying? And believe in the hype. But once I get this stream yard, man, I gotta get this stream yard right, man. I gotta really like find out how to make it like I got first of all I gotta use my laptop. It's better with the laptop because I can actually bring up like shit across the screen and all that, and you know what I'm saying, do little stuff like that. But yeah, man, yeah, football's back. So let me get the predictions in. And look, I'm gonna do this prediction. I'm gonna do the AFC. I actually wrote it down. I'm gonna do the AFC first, and I'm probably work on the NFC. Okay. So, oh, the Dolphins scored. Minute and 45 seconds left. They scored. It's 36. With the field goal, it'd be 37 to 34. So there's a real competitive game over there in LA going on right now, man. But this is my predictions for the AFC. I'm gonna start with the AFC East first. All right. I got the Bills going 11-6, Dolphins going 9-8, Jets going 8-9, Pats going 6-10. Now, some of y'all might be like, you got the Jets going 8-9, you got the Dolphins going 9-8. Oh, he missed the field goal. Oh, he missed the field goal. So if the Chargers get a field goal, they win. Oh, this is a competitive game right here. This Chargers in Miami game. It's competitive. But the Jets, the reason okay, I understand the Jets are stacked. You know what I'm saying? They got Aaron Rodgers. You can't go wrong with Aaron Rodgers. The Jets is kind of like this. They either going to boom or bust. They either going to be like 13-4, 14-3, or they going to be like 8-9. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't going to be no middle of the road. Like um, I don't know. I could be wrong. Once again, these is predictions, yo. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But I got the Jets on 8-9, Pats going 6-11. All right. Now we're gonna start with the AFC South. I got the Jags going 10-7. Jags, I like the Jaguars. They got a young team. They won today. They got a young team. I love their quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I think they're a team that's scrappy. They can beat any team on any given Sunday. Jaguars, I got going 10-7. I got Colts finishing second, 7-10. You know what I'm saying? Colts, I like Anthony Richardson, man. Like I like just the spark that team got. You know, I think they're gonna surprise a lot of people. I just hope they don't surprise us. Titans, I got going 7-10. You know what I'm saying? Titans, I think take a step back. For some reason, I don't know why. I know they got Derrick Henry. I know they got DeAndre Hopkins, but I just think the Titans just take a step back in that division. You know, Texans I got going 5-12, but not because they bad. I just think I got them losing games. Just like the game today. Like they look like a good young team, but they gonna lose. But I think they gonna be like a good 5-10, 12, if that's possible. Just be a good 5-12. Like they on the up. They on the rise. All right. Let's go at the AFC West. I got the Chargers. I got the Chargers going 14-3, 13-4, man. You know what I'm saying? I get into why after I give the rest of the predictions. All right. I got the Chargers going 13-4. I got the Chiefs going 11-6. I got the Raiders going 7-10, right? And I got the Broncos going 4-13. But the reason I say the Chargers going, I think the Chargers finished with the number one seed, and I think they get the bye and all that. I just it's always every year is always a team that's like that really just come out of nowhere and kind of become the cream of the crop. And I think it's just the Chargers are set up for that to beat them. Mind you, these is tongue-in-cheek predictions. You know what I'm saying? It's all predicated on this game too. You know what I mean? Right now they trailing. You got Herbert with the ball in his hands, with the chance to drive the Chargers down the field to to win this game. You know what I mean? That would tell me a lot about them. If they could do that, I'm gonna stick to my predictions. I'm gonna stick to it. I got the Chiefs going 11-6, which is still a good year. I don't take nothing from that loss against the Lions. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna get it together. You know, they too talented. I mean, anytime you got Patrick Mahomes, yo, everybody gonna play you. They won the Super Bowl. Everybody gonna play them tough. Everybody gonna play them like the Super Bowl champs. You know what I'm saying? So I still got them finishing 11-6. Raiders 7-10, and the Broncos 4-13. That could switch. You know what I mean? With them two, that could switch. It could be either or. All right. And let's get into the AFC North. AFC North, right? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I got, man. I'm gonna tell you. After today, I kind of I feel iffy on it, but I'm gonna stick to it. All right. I got the Ravens going 11-6, like I mentioned earlier, right? I got the Steelers going 10-7. Oh man, he just sacked Herbert, man. Clock running down. It's third down, third and long. What can they do? All right, I got the Ravens going 11-6. Steelers going 10-7. Bengals going 9-8, and the Browns going 5-12. I could be so wrong. I might even switch. What I might do is put the Browns where the Bengals at, put the Steelers where the Browns at, and put the Bengals where the Steelers at. I still think we finished number one in our division, number two at worst. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's two teams out of our division that's going to go to the playoffs, right? The first team going to finish 11 with 11 wins. The second team going to finish with 10 wins, and I think that could either be the Ravens, can go either or. You know what I'm saying? But we looking at Herbert right now on a 3rd and 30, down by 3, with a chance to put his team in position to win. Is he going to convert it? All right, he gained about, what's that, an 18-yard pass? So it's 4th and 12. You know what I'm saying? The game is on this pass right here. It's 4th and 12. Man, this is a competitive game, man. It's a competitive game. I gotta do something about this setup too. I gotta get a little more setup. Like this is all like all just real quick setup I just did. I just put it together. You know what I'm saying? But oh, the Bears look like they lost. All right, so it's 4th and 13. Chargers, you know, that game is all on this pass. So let's see what Herbert can do, man. They say he's one of the best young quarterbacks in the league right now. You know what I mean? Let's see what he could do. Jordan Love won today. I almost forgot about Jordan Love too, which was crazy. I'm just watching. Let me just watch this. See if they can get this first down. Oh, oh, he got sacked. Damn, damn. Miami won. Miami went to LA and won. A convincing win too. Damn. I had Chargers going for 13-4. I could be wrong, man. But this is National Overreact Day. You know, that's all you do is overreact on days like on games like, week one, National Overreact Day. You know what I mean? Um, but anyway, yeah, yo, I'm gonna do the NFC another day. But yeah, man. All in all, yo, we getting ready for this Sunday night game and the Monday night game. It should be a good competitive game. Um, I really think it's going to be, I really think it's going to determine a lot, especially in AFC. It's week one. It's still a lot of football to be played. Back to the Ravens, one thing that was kind of concerning and one thing that kind of was like, damn, was the injuries, yo. The injuries, bro. Like, we cannot manage to escape that injury bug, yo. It's like it's like no matter what we do, is you feel me? We can't help it. Dudes get injured and it's crazy. You got Ronnie Stanley who walked out the field. You know what I mean? Hopefully he can be all right. You know what I'm saying? JK, I mentioned earlier about JK getting hurt for the season. Marlon Humphrey down. Marcus Williams down. We need these guys on the field. We need y'all, man. We need y'all to be on the field. Look like the Patriots are on the move right now. It looked like the Patriots moving the ball. Like I don't know if that was a fourth down pass or what. I don't know what just happened. I couldn't really focus on it. But yeah, yo, so yeah, man, it's looking kind of spooky for us as far as injuries go. But like it's been and like it always is and like it always will be is next man up, yo, is step up to the plate. And that's what kind of our motto been for the past 3, 4 years. Yo, we're a team that's always decimated by injuries, you know what I'm saying? Um One thing that's tripped me out is with Stanley, yo. Stanley hasn't been able to stay upright. Because hold on. uh, Ronnie Stanley can't stay on the field, man, and it sucked because um he's such a talent and he provides so much for us on that offensive line. We clearly need offensive line because Lamar Jackson, man. One thing I'm realizing, yo, if he under pressure, it's gonna be a long game. I mean, and that's with any quarterback, yo. You pressure any quarterback, they're gonna have a rough game. You know what I mean? It don't really matter about who it is. I just would like to have for Lamar to be able to kind of sit back and be able to throw comfortably. You know what I mean? But you got these injuries on our offensive line. Linderbaum went down too. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can see we're gonna need them next week for sure. You feel me? But we're a team that's always decimated by injuries. So, we next man up, yo. Even with JK, we got that kid Keaton Mitchell who I really like. Now unfortunately he started the year on the IR just so they can keep him on the team. But when he finally be able to get some bump, man, he gonna be all right. I really believe in his abilities. We still got Melvin Gordon. It's almost like the Ravens knew what was going on, man. We stocked up on running backs. I bet you a lot of people happy about that Melvin Gordon signing now. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like the Eagles pulled it out at Foxborough. You know what I'm saying? They managed to pull it out, so they start off 1-0 against New England. It looked like that was a competitive game. Uh, the Patriots is kind of I want to say they cupcakes or they scrubs because they not because they still got their head coach. But I don't expect too much out the Patriots this year. The Eagles I think had the potential to repeat. Especially out of their division. I don't know when the Cowboys play. I'm sure they either play tonight or tomorrow. But the Cowboys they always hype them up to be the team in that division that's going to take over things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the Giants going to do, and I'm not up on the Commanders even though they won. But yeah, it looked like the Eagles started 1-0. But yeah, man, it's week one, NFL week one. Orioles did lose today, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? All that means is that they could start a new streak. Um, just quick talk about baseball, real quick, man. I believe Jack Flaherty can face his old team. I would like to see it. Jack Flaherty has kind of been like the weak link on that pitching rotation, believe it or not. I wonder what happened. Is Tyler Wells hurt? I wonder. I wonder if Tyler Wells hurt. I would like to see Tyler Wells get called up. If he ain't hurt, might have to go check on that. As a matter of fact, I need an assistant to come in and look shit up like that um, when I, you know what I'm saying? When I need something pulled up, you know, um, let me see. Is he hurt? Is he hurt? Is he hurt? I can't really tell. I can't really tell if he's injured or not. All right, he's been. I know he was moved down. You know what I'm saying? I know he moved down, but I don't know. I wonder if he gonna I wonder if he gonna get called up soon. Because I know they're gonna have to get this playoff roster together. Um, no, it look like he not injured, so I'm sure Tyler Wells will come up at some point. Um, yeah, I think, but Flaherty has definitely been, as far as lately, probably our worst pitcher. Bradish is our best pitcher. I said that. Man, I said that in a tweet. His first start, I say Bradish is our best pitcher, and sure enough, he is the best. He's third in the AL, might be second in ERA. You know what I'm saying? He had 9 strikeouts last game. He went 6 innings, finished strong. He's now 11-6, I believe. It's not even really about the wins anymore. How you judge, pitches, but he's been solid, bro. He's been off the chain. He's been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I think when we do start the playoffs, our pitching should be Bradish, Rodriguez, and I would go Kramer. You know what I mean? Dean Kramer scared me sometimes. I put Kramer. I let Kramer start before Grayson. But Dean Kramer scared me sometimes. But he do have solid outings, man. He always like he randomly have a solid outing and just and just be dominant. You feel me? But Bradish definitely be my number one. He'll be my starter in the playoffs. Number one, I throw him out there immediately. You know what I'm saying? As far as our lineup, I feel like when Gunnison is batting in the first three, if he's top of the rotation in the lineup, top of the lineup. He's always able to get on base, man. I love our offense. Gunnison, Henderson, rookie of the year. You know what I mean? It's not that dude in Boston. You know what I mean? They went head up these past couple games, and Gunner showed out on them, and he just had to play defensively. He doing stuff like it's crazy, right? I wouldn't say I wasn't a baseball fan because I always like, I'm a homer. I like my hometown teams, even the Orioles. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up watching the Orioles, right? Or even knowing about baseball. But I remember one year, I think it was the year we got no, Cal Ripken. I was coming out of school. I was in middle school, right? And I used to go to school over east. I used to go to Lombard Middle School, but I was living over west, right? So I would have to catch at that time. It was the 20, right? I used to have to catch the 20 that went straight down Baltimore Street. I had to catch it, and I can remember getting on that bus, and it was Cal Ripken last game, right? And mind you, at this time, I don't really know about, you hear the names, you hear, Cal Ripken, and you know what I mean? You hear these names, you know who they is, but I ain't know the significance until I caught that bus. And when I say we was downtown 30 minutes longer than we should have been because of the traffic to go see Cal Ripken last game, at that moment, it really hit me like, why everybody want, like, what's the big deal about Cal Ripken? Like, who, you know what I'm saying? Then I started to see the appeal on, like, then I kind of paid more attention to the Orioles. Then we signed Miguel Tejada. And when we got Miguel Tejada, then I started watching games, and then I started understanding how the game was played. And then years later, we got like Adam Jones and Manny Machado. We had these different dudes, and I became a casual fan. Um, Last year, if you'd have asked me who was on the Orioles, I wouldn't have been able to name not one person on the Orioles. I didn't know who the manager was. Once Machado got traded, I was done with the Orioles. You know what I'm saying? But last year when we called up Adley Rutschman, I was curious. I didn't know we had the first pick. I didn't know he was the first pick. I'm hearing he's this transcendent center. Transcendent catcher. So I'm like, man, let me check him out. And I'm watching it. And ever since then, I watched every single game. Well, as many games as I could. I became an Orioles fan. Like, I sat and watched baseball games. Like, you know how boring baseball games can be. Like, it's a lot of nothing happening. You know what I mean? But I became to a fan. Now I went from not knowing one person that I know everybody on the team. I know dudes in a farm system. I know dudes that's supposed to be getting called up. I know, like, I'm a fan. Like, I watch them. Like, I actually get butterflies watching them play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get nervous and my heart drop. You know what I mean? But this season has been a damn treat. It's been a treat. I don't think in no years I can remember has it been this much energy behind watching the Orioles play. I mean, this much energy, like, they good. They one of the best in the league. We got great players, all-star players. Like, they might go to the World Series. You know what I'm saying? Like, who'd have thought? You feel me? Just imagine if they make it. Who'd have ever thought that? They just might. And you're hearing it first on Straight Sports Talk Radio. They might go all the way, yo. They just might go all the way. Will they win it? I don't know. Will I be okay with them making it to the playoffs, getting kicked out the first round? At this point, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Maybe if we wasn't as good as we is, I'd be okay with that. But they so good, I would be very disappointed if they get to the first round and get kicked out. You know what I mean? Will we? I think it's 20 some games left. Will we still finish number one in the AL East? Maybe we can keep a foot on the Rays' neck and keep winning. We do got a 4-game series with them coming up. I think next week. So that's going to be big. We're going to need that series. We're going to need to, kind of finish this out strong and go into the playoffs, with a momentum. But all in all, man, it's a good time to be a Baltimore sports fan. It's a good time to be a sports fan. Just if you like sports, period, man. So it's been good, man. But this has been the first episode of Straight Sports Talk. It's episode 1. I will do this. I'm gonna do 2 episodes. I'm gonna do it every Sunday around this time, maybe after the games get played. And then I maybe just do another one like on Saturdays or something. I don't know, man. But however, if you're somebody that managed to stumble across this channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to call these numbers, man. You can talk. You know what I mean? Just don't be trolling me. I mean, or troll. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't big enough to care about people trolling. But all in all, man, thank you for tuning in, watching this. It's your boy A. Smith, and I'm out. Now I gotta figure out how to turn this off. Oh, okay.